Ready? Think or say out loud. I allow this reading. Let's get started. So, the cards that flipped out, Four of Swords and Strength. Let's get into this, because there's a lot already with this. Alright, so Four of Swords is all about... It's funny, because this card looks like something other than the message. Alright? This card is all about you need to recoup, you need to relax, you need to take time to re-energize. Although, if you look at it, it doesn't really look like that. Every deck has different art. This, I never know what this deck is called. I think it's the Witch's Tarot. Don't quote me. But 131 on my clock. In a way, although you got the Strength card with it, this card really does mean, taking time to change your thoughts, re-energize. But the energy of the picture is so opposite of that, isn't it? It's kind of like you're taking your last stand, because it's like you're almost standing only because of the sword balancing you and leaning slightly against the wall. Like, I will just keep fighting if I need to, just oust it. And then you got the Strength card. Now here's what I'm going to say to you. Somebody needs to hear this from Spirit. You and I are old war horses. W-A-R. We come from lifetimes of lifetimes of lifetimes of fighting battles for others and rarely for ourselves. At some point, you are meant to put the sword down. You're meant to be allowed to retire, recoup, relax, and blossom into... The word they just used was royalty, and that was not what we were going to say originally. So someone even above what we were talking about, bringing words in. As a wind comes in. See the infinity symbol? You are leveling up in a way because of how strong you are. It has nothing to do with how old you are, what age number you are in this 3D planet. We are speaking to your soul. Your soul is old. It's ancient. It has so many lifetimes where it has been battling that it almost knows nothing else. It doesn't know how to relax, to take a break, to say, I am going to do something else with my life at this point. But you're allowed. 133. You have a new beginning because of how strong you have been. I just heard at some point a cycle ends and a new cycle begins, like the infinity symbol on the card. But most importantly, you have finished the cycle of warrior, fighter, soldier now. It is over. You don't have to be battling with swords, with weaponry. It doesn't have to be a fight, even though it looks like it is. What they want you to do with the wands in the other hand and this big, beautiful lion all cozied up to you with a bunch of roses that are not pricking you with their thorns at all, is remember that your ancient soul, your wise old soul, has learned so much from all of that. It is time to take the new leap. It is time to be able, because this was at the heart of this, switch into the mode of Earth Angel. Yes, you know how to fight. You were never meant to do that for infinity. You were meant to do it and learn from it. But then it is now time to learn and accomplish new things. So yes, you may put down that last sword. Yeah, baby. Because it's time for wands. It's time to let new ships come in. Because you are the Empress, my darling. And there's a bunny at the bottom, which is all about prosperity and abundance. New, beautiful, good things are able to come in. It is a different reality for you now. It is a different book, not a different chapter. You finished an entire book, and now it's on that shelf. You have a brand new book starting up in a brand new character. If you think of your life as a video game, as a computer game, in any way, shape, or form, or even as a cosplay in any way, shape, or form, you can think of it as you played that role, that character to its max. Now you have to learn what it's like to be a new character in the same game of life. They're giving me World of Warcraft reference. Now, if that doesn't apply, it might just be something you like, but it might have an analogy that makes sense. Also, they caution you with the game of Fable. So this is definitely for people that like video games in one way, shape, or form, or around it a lot. Maybe you're always having people who play it around you. I don't know. But the game Fable, they're telling me, because I don't really play video games much since the original Nintendo and Atari. Yeah. Also Super Nintendo. But the game Fable, based on every decision you made, your soul and your entire character became either more angelic or more demonic. So in this new journey, in this new experience, laying down your sword, realizing you don't need the sword when you have the intelligence, the understanding, the knowledge of all previous war battle issues you've gone through. That's why you had to go through so much of it. That you are now able to play things differently. You don't need to use hands if you use psychology, understanding, and a different mentality. I'm doing a lot of hand gestures. 717, as I said that too. Now you are the Empress, no matter your gender identifiers, because you are going to see what it's like to be on the receiving mode of compassion, abundance. Ooh, tiny little feathers. Sorry. Tiny little feathers just floated in front of my door, my screen door. Wow. Like little seraphim, cherubim ones. Those are two different classifications if you don't know. But like, oh, that's so good, so good. And it's like new. Oh, that's epic. Because look at this. Ships are coming in. I said that. So you might be hearing a lot of stuff about boats, yachts, cruises. You might see ads for. Doesn't mean you have to take them. But it's all signs that the universe is now bringing this in. I did a reading earlier today where we were talking about your ship coming in a way of, if you only have walls, if you only have a fighting stance, if you have nothing else except walls and that, then nothing good can come in. Some part of you either needed to hear that now or has understood that and has now let the drawbridge down to allow all of this in, metaphorically. All right? You really are at a whole new character level. This isn't a new chapter. They keep telling me to say that to you. This isn't a new chapter. This is a whole new destiny, a whole new reality where you get to find out what life is like on the bliss side. Their words. And you're gonna, I mean, look at this card. Your spirit animal being like that, Aslan, Narnia stuff. You have spirit animals that have been helping you in this life, and you are going to have a lovely kingdom and realm of beautiful abundance and prosperity. Baby, you either just woke up in a new timeline or you're about to now that you've seen this reading. But things are changing in the most beautiful way. Look at the fucking Justice card. Yo, Ten of Pentacles too. Baby, I don't know who you are. You might want to claim this or let me know about it in the comments that you saw this. because I am so excited for you. Justice being here with the Ten of Pentacles is all sorts of financial prosperity as well as happily ever after, because you deserve it, because you've worked hard for it, because you're meant to have it. It's coming in because you deserve it. Justice is on your side. Ten of Pentacles is here, and you get to be the Empress in this compassionate receiving mode. Maybe book a private, up to you, but yay for you. I'm so excited.